Alex Eala at the Abu Dhabi Open, schedule and draw. Alexandra Alex Eala is currently competing in the Abu Dhabi Open, a WTA 500 tournament. The Filipina ace, who sits at a career-high world ranking of number 45, opened her campaign last Monday with a victory over Zeynep Sönmez of Turkey, 6-4, 6-3. Eala is also seeing action in the doubles draw alongside Indonesian Janice Tien. The pair advanced to the quarterfinals after defeating Leylah Fernandez of Canada and Kristina Mladenovic of France, 7-5, 3-6, 10-6. Recap of results and schedule. Singles draw. Round of 32, Eala def. Sönmez, 6-4, 6-3. Round of 16, Eala vs Alexandra Sasnovich, February 4th, 10:10 p.m. Asterisk estimated start time, following the Bencic vs Cardle match. Doubles draw. Round of 16, Eala/Jen def. Fernandez/Mladenovic, 7-5, 3-6, 10-6. Quarterfinals. To be announced. Eala is coming off a historic week in Manila, where she competed in the Philippine Women's Open and bowed out in the quarterfinals to eventual champion Camila Osorio. Earlier this season, Eala reached the semifinals of the ASB Classic and was named as the champion of the Kuyang Classic. Tennis. Alex Eala at the Abu Dhabi Open, a rising star's Mideast Odyssey. In the early days of February 2026, the shimmering courts of Zayed Sports City International Tennis Center in Abu Dhabi became the canvas for tennis dreams, and at the heart of the excitement was Alexandra Alex Eala, a 20-year-old Filipino sensation on the rise. At the prestigious WTA 500 level Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, Eala wasn't just another name in the draw list. She represented a new narrative for Philippine tennis, one of ambition, global promise, and unrelenting spirit. Globe showing Europe-Africa a wild card with purpose, Eala joins the Abu Dhabi elite. This season, Eala secured a main draw wild card to enter the Abu Dhabi Open, a prized entry into one of the most competitive tournaments on the Women's Tennis Association, W, Tour. Originally listed as a qualifier, late changes to the field and her rising WTA ranking paved the way for direct entry into the main singles draw. For a 20-year-old still carving her place among the world's best, this opportunity was more than just competitive exposure. It was affirmation that she belonged on bigger stages, on courts where the sport's elite grind for ranking points, prize money, and respect. Calendar. Abu Dhabi Open schedule, from first serve to final set. The Abu Dhabi Open ran from February 1st to February 7th, 2026, marking the first WTA stop after the Australian Open and kicking off the Middle East swing of the tour. With players like Belinda Bencic, Leylah Fernandez, and other top talents in the field, the tournament blended history with fresh narratives. Here's how Eala's schedule unfolded. Tennis singles schedule. Round of 32, opening round. Eala faced Turkey's Zeynep Sönmez, a familiar face and close friend on and off the court. In a match watched by a growing crowd of supporters and tennis lovers, Eala showcased poise and tactical control, sealing a straight sets victory, 6-4, 6-3, to advance to the next round. Round of 16, second round. Advancing from her opening win, Eala was set to meet Alexandra Sasnovich of Belarus, a seasoned competitor and former top 30 player. This clash promised a stylistic contrast, the youthful aggression of Eala versus the veteran savvy of Sasnovich. Potential later rounds. Beyond the round of 16, Eala's path would intersect with some of the standout stars of the event, including top seeds, seasoned pros, and the defending champion, Belinda Bencic, should she progress deep into the draw. Tennis doubles adventure. In addition to singles, Eala also competed in doubles, partnering with Indonesian player Janice Tien. The pairing electrified audiences. They pulled off a thrilling win against Leylah Fernandez, Canada, and Kristina Mladenovic, France, in a super tiebreak, 7-5, 3-6, 10-6, to propel themselves into the doubles quarterfinals. Eala's doubles journey showcased yet another layer of her game: strong net play, tactical partnership, and clutch mental resilience in tiebreak situations. Brain the draw. A mix of challengers and champions. Eala's draw at the Abu Dhabi Open was compelling for several reasons. Direct hit a tough first test. Opening against her friend Sonmez wasn't just a tennis match, it was a storyline, familiar rivals, shared history, and mutual respect. Eala managed her emotions with maturity, expressing gratitude for their friendship even as she fought for every point. VS Button emerging challenge in Sasnovich. Alexandra Sasnovich, a veteran with years of WTA Tour experience and an accomplished ITF circuit resume, posed a distinct stylistic challenge. Though she hadn't yet won a WTA singles title, her experience and consistency made her a serious test for Eala's burgeoning game. Glowing star potential high-profile matchups. Had she progressed beyond the round of 16, Eala would have crossed paths with established stars like Belinda Bencic, a multiple-time Abu Dhabi Open champion, and other top seeds. Such matchups, beyond their competitive stakes, carry narrative weight. Young talent versus seasoned mastery, promise versus pedigree. Fire beyond the matches, stories and spectacles. Eala's presence at the Abu Dhabi Open became about much more than wins and losses. Trophy a crowd favorite. From packed stands to boisterous cheers, Eala instantly became a fan favorite. Her matches drew passionate crowds, a testimony to her growing global appeal and the inspiration she provides to fans from the Philippines, Southeast Asia, and beyond. Handshake friendships on tour. Her opening round against Sonmez wasn't just a competitive duel, it was a story of friendship that transcended rivalries. Post-match interactions between the two, including warm embraces and mutual respect, reminded fans and observers that sport, at its best, connects people beyond scorelines. Direct hit momentum for 2026. The Abu Dhabi Open wasn't just a tournament, it was momentum. For Eala, it was a stepping stone in her 2026 season, building confidence, sharpening match play, and earning valuable ranking points that could shape her entries into bigger events like Doha, Dubai, or even Indian Wells later in the season. Glowing star reflections. What Abu Dhabi means for Eala. For Alex Eala, competing at the Abu Dhabi Open was more than another stop on the calendar. It was a narrative, one of growth, as a player stepping up to 500-level competition with poise. One of representation, carrying the hopes of Filipino fans on a global stage. One of ambition, chasing deeper runs, taking on veterans, and proving that she belongs among the world's best. With every forehand, tactical rally, and spirited comeback attempt, Eala has signaled that her journey is not only about the present, it's about the legacy she's building on tour. Tennis final note. The road ahead. As the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open continues through February 7th, fans around the world, especially in the Philippines, watch with pride. Whether Eala goes deep into the draw or leaves with lessons and momentum, her presence in Abu Dhabi is already a chapter worth celebrating, a blend of athletic passion, resilience, and the unfolding journey of a young star lighting up tennis courts far beyond her homeland. Let the story continue. Tennis sparkles.